So good morning, and if you're wondering why I'm late, it's because I already started this meeting twice. First time I forgot to share my screen, so I was showing you all sorts of good things, but you couldn't see them. And then the second time I started, I forgot to hit record. So basically I was talking to myself. So I'm starting again. And this proves that technology is tricky and you think you know what you're doing and sometimes you don't. So it's a learning experience for all of us. And by no means am I an expert, but I really want to share what knowledge I do have to help you build your business. I don't care if you're building a huge business or a teeny business. Anything you can learn with technology will help you share Jafra a little bit easier. So hopefully you'll tune into this recording and learn a little bit. So the first thing we're going to talk about is how to copy and paste your website so you can share that with other people. So let me bring you to my website the correct way. Alrighty. It's a little tricky when things are covering up your website, so I'm still trying to figure that out. I'll just open up a new page. I think that would be easier. So your website is jafra.com. And if you just do jafra.com, that will bring you to the corporate website. And that's fine. You can use that anytime you want, but you really need to get in the habit of going to yours so that you make sure that you're sending the correct one to your friends and family and clients. So it's jafra.com /, and it's usually the first initial of your last name, first initial of your first name, and then your last name. Unfortunately, someone else already had D. Collins, so I had to put a 1 after mine. So you go to your website, and then you'll see all these tabs across the top. Whenever you do send people to your website to place an order, make sure you remind them to go and look in the upper left-hand corner to make sure your name is there, because sometimes it gets glitchy and for some reason it goes somewhere else. So you want to make sure that you're getting credit for their order. So you'll see these tabs on the top, starting with skincare and ending with join my team. And whenever you send people to your website, make sure you tell them to go to special offers first, because that's where they will see all the specials that are in the current monthly brochure, okay? If they go to skincare because they're looking for the skincare set Defy and they want to buy that, they will be paying full retail price for it if they don't go to special offers. So you want to make sure that you service them correctly and tell them where to go. So we're talking about cutting and pasting links. So these are where you go to your e-catalogs, and you will see that you have the full catalog with our 500 plus products, and then we have the monthly brochure. So I like to send both of them to people, not necessarily at the same time, but you can do that. So I pull that up, and you'll see, if you've never used a flip book online before, you have these arrows. Up above, you've got all these tools that pop down. Some have to do with downloading, printing, clipping. I don't use this particular pair of scissors. Where did it go? There was a pair of scissors there. There it is. It's a clipping tool. I use snipping tool, which comes with my computer program. I don't know if they're the same. They probably do the same thing, but they may operate differently. The arrow to the right is how you flip through the book, so you can find the table of contents and go to the pages you want. So for example, say you just want to look at fragrances today, you go down here and you see, oh, the women's fragrances start on page 148. Well, I don't want to flip through 148 pages here one by one. So I will go to the bottom arrow here and you'll see all the pages lined up. They go all the way up to page 24. You hit this little arrow to the right and just keep clicking a few and see where you land. 99, and click again. Now I'm at 148. How about that? This is the beginning of the fragrance section. So I've just saved a little time instead of flipping page by page. Of course, sometimes it's always nice to have the complete book to flip through. I'm kind of old-fashioned. I like really hard copies, and I can write on them and tag them and all that. But some people prefer the digital version, and of course this is a lot less expensive to send to people. So that's what you do there. Now, if you want to do the June brochure, you do the same thing. I have to figure out how to close that. There we go. Here, I'm back to my page, e-catalog, June brochure. And you'll notice we use the word catalog and brochure to differentiate. So we say product catalog to refer to the complete line, and then we say monthly sales brochure to refer to whatever is on sale for the month. Now remember, Jafra has pop-up sales all the time, so they're not in this book because they're not planned ahead. Okay, so you would do the same thing. You would click on it. You would right click to copy, and then you would go wherever you want to go. So let's say I'm going to open up a Facebook page, and I'm going to send a message. I'm going to go to Messenger and new message, and I think I'll send, where's my new messages? New message, there we go. There's my little box. I'm going to send Kathy Laverty a brochure. So, and I just go down to where you type messages, click, so you have a cursor blinking, right click to paste, and there it is. Now it's not a pretty cover like what we see on our Facebook, on our business page, or website I should say, and hopefully Jafra is going to fix that. But then you would hit enter, and whenever they click on it to open it up, in fact I'll show you how it works. So there it is. Kathy gets this message. She opens it up and brings her right to that page. So see how simple that is? Okay, I'm going to close that, and let's see, move on to email signatures. So let's say I want to put that at the bottom of all my emails. So you open up your email. I use Comcast.net. So this is what mine looks like. And you go to little wheel up here on the right is where my settings are located. You click on settings, open up your settings. And then over here, you see all your settings listed, and I have mail, and then I have signatures. Click on signatures. And if you've never used a signature before, then you'll have to click on add new signature. Some people have different signatures. Maybe they have different businesses, so they want something different underneath their name. I basically use the same one for everything. So let's say the month comes around, new month comes around, and I want to edit my signature and put the new brochure. I've already done that. You can see the June brochure is there, but say that was the May brochure. So you're just going to highlight that, delete it, click, right click, and paste. And I have the new client brochure there. And then make sure you hit save. So every time that you send an email, that will be at the bottom of your email. See, when you click compose, and then you see I have a little picture with me and the rabbit because we don't test on animals. Got that from conference. And then I have my name, my title, independent consultant, Jafra Cosmetics International, my contact information, and the client brochure, the product catalog, and the Facebook business page. So those are links for people. Anyways, let me discard that so I don't wonder later why I was starting an email. Okay, next thing on the list that I wanted to cover is how to create a Facebook event. So people are having Facebook parties left and right. They've been doing that for a few years now, but it seems to be more so the case because of the pandemic that's going on and the social distancing. So you can do it from your business page, or you can do it from your own personal page. So, well, this is my personal page. So you could do it from here, but if you do it from here, you have to go up to the tab that says Create. If you go to Home, where you've got your news feed, then you can go up to the same area up here where it says Create, or you can go on the left margin and click on Events, and then you've got Create Event. Either way, it'll walk you through the same steps. Okay, so I'm going to go back to here, and I'm going to go up to Create, Then you can create a page. This is where you create a business page, an ad group, all the things that you can create, a private group. But I'm going to create an event. So this is how you create a private event. You can also create a public event. But a private event just keeps it to the people that you invite. You can choose a theme. They have several to choose from. I usually just find a picture either on Jaffra's Virtual Business Hub or in images, Google Images, and find something that is pertinent. So for example, I'll show you after. So you put your event name, online event, it says location. If you're having a real live party in your home or a meeting at Panera, you can put the address there. And then you put the description of what your event is about. And this is where you put your time and all that. Now this is important. You want a co-host. So if someone's having a party for you, you can set it up for them, but you make them a co-host so they can invite their friends and comment and post things as well. You can also have guests invite friends if you don't want to keep it really private and you want more attendance. So you can check or uncheck that box. If you want people to be able to see who's coming, you click show guest list. All right. And then you click create private event. Now, if I want to show you what I've done before. So for example, you can go to the events calendar on the left here, click on calendar, and you see upcoming, invites, and past, things you've been invited to, and then past events. So past events includes what other people have done and what you have done. So say I want to look to see, this was one of my first parties I did. This is one of the first parties I did. It was called Skin Solutions. So you'll see I had a picture that Jaffra gave me, and can't edit it anymore, but you can see my title was Skin Solutions. I put it was an online event, and then I had a little description. Have you experienced Jaffra before? And you can certainly, I'm not going to read this all to you, but you can go to the same steps I did. Go to events, the calendar, and go to past events, and you can read that. You actually can see the whole party, I guess. So you can see some of the posts that I made to give you an idea, but we're not doing that today. I just wanted you to know how to create a Facebook event. So you can do this for personal life too. It doesn't have to just be for business. The other thing you can do is create a private group. So go to create, go to group, and then you would create your new group. So you know that you belong to the Sandcastles group, and some of you may also belong to my VIP group for my clients, which is called Beautiful Skin with Jaffra, and you may belong to other groups in Facebook. So, but you could just name your group, whatever you want to call it, and if you're having a party, you could say Jody's Jaffra Skincare Party, and then you can invite people. So it's a private group, but you allow it so friends can invite friends. And then you hit create. So that's two ways that you can create an event, through a private group or on the Facebook calendar event page. The next thing I'd like to review is the snipping tool. This is kind of my friend. I use this all the time. So when would I be using a snipping tool? Well, maybe I'm putting a post on Facebook or I'm sending an email. So let's see, let me go to our Sandcastles page. As you see, I put things there a lot. And in the post area where here it says write something, that's where I'm going to end up putting my picture. So let's see, I'm going to go to, I'm going to pull something out of this catalog since it's still showing. What do I want to show you? Well, this is sun care week. So say I want to take a picture of this. And I want to put the whole catalog there, so I'm going to click. In my bottom toolbar, you will see that I have pinned the snipping tool. It looks like a little round thing with a pair of scissors. That will pop up. Click New, and then it kind of grays out. And what you do is you get this little cross thing that you have to decide where you're going to cut and paste. So I'm going to do that. It gives me my 3 products with the 3 little descriptions, no prices or anything, which sometimes is nice because if you're putting things on your personal page in Facebook, there are rules about that and you really aren't supposed to be selling. So this would be a good one to use. You can go up to Edit, Copy, and so now that's the last thing on your clipboard. Then I'm going to go back to my Facebook Sandcastles page here. Click, make sure your cursor is blinking. Right click, paste. And sometimes it takes a little minute. Oh, that one came up pretty quickly. If you're cutting and pasting a video link, sometimes they take longer. And then you can say something like, remember, whoops, I can't spell, remember, this is sun care week. Protect your skin with the best. Something like that. And then you click paste, or post rather. And this is what you end up with. Remember, this is Sun Care Week. Protect your skin with the best. So something like this you can actually post onto your personal Facebook page because you are not really selling, or you could put this on your business page. Anyway, but that's a way to use the snipping tool. I do that from the catalog all the time. I also do that when I'm going to Jafra's product pages, which you're finding beautiful. But that's another day too. So hopefully that gave you enough information to try to use. If you don't, you probably won't have it on your toolbar if you haven't pinned it there. So you would need to go to your apps like that. And then way over here, I don't know how they're organized, but way over here, I have snipping tool. So that's how you can open it. And you can right click on it and it'll say pin to start or pin to taskbar. Mine says unpin because it's already pinned. And you just click on that. If you're using something a lot, it's good to pin it to your taskbar so you see it at the bottom all the time. I can't remember how to get out of here. Here we go. There we go. Okay. And the virtual business hub. That was the last thing I wanted to show you. So we go back to our Jafra.com or Jafra, I should say Jafra Biz. So let's see, Jafra Biz. So of course you have to sign in to your Jafra Biz. And then you go up to My Business. That's where you see your back office for Jafra. See, everything there. That's where you order. It's where the brochures are. You click Virtual Business. And this is what Jafra has been putting together. So if you're used to finding things on JafraRoyalty.com or social.jafra.com, they are moving all those materials to this particular area. Monthly updates are where you will see all the brochures, the June business meeting, all that. So you don't necessarily have to go to your personal website to click them. You can get them here. I always get in the habit of downloading them to my computer at the beginning of the month. When you go to social media, that's where you'll see lots of images to use on Facebook. If you're having a Facebook party, how to set up a Facebook business page here. They have training, steps to follow. Here's specific Facebook parties. There's units. General skincare with Revitalize, Defy, Luna Bright. Oh, there's Revitalize. This is just general skincare steps. Boost, Men, and they just recently added Royal Color. Then there's a whole section on compliance, the do's and don'ts legally. It's a big thing now. The FCC is really coming down on a lot of direct selling companies. So Jaffer wants to make sure we're on the right side. So it's good for you to be familiar with all the policies and procedures that we have. So we also have virtual selling. This is all the brochures that we have, the little guides that we have with each of the skincare formulas. For example, here's the men's one. So if you wanted to send somebody a copy of this, you would just open it up. For me, when I click on something, it opens up at the bottom of my screen. And then you see this handout that you can give them. So that's really nice to use. So that's that section. Then there's something on virtual sponsoring, a couple of materials for us to use to help us in our business. Training, there's lots of videos here to use. You can also post them onto your website or Facebook parties. Great things to use. And I guess that kind of wraps it up for today. I just wanted to kind of give you a peek on where all those things were. I hope you get a chance to watch this and try them. And please shoot me a text or send me a, call me the old-fashioned way and ask for my help. I love teaching technology, even though I don't know a whole lot. Makes me feel good. Thanks for everything you guys do. I hope you have a great weekend. Bye-bye.